Hey there, political enthusiasts. Today, I'm diving into one of the most pressing global questions. Will China invade Taiwan? Grab your popcorn, this is going to be intense. Alright, let's start with some background. China sees Taiwan as a breakaway province. They're all about the one China principle and want reunification, even if it means using force. On the flip side, Taiwan has its own constitution, democratic leaders, and a military. It's been operating independently since the 1940s after a civil war with China. Now, tensions have been heating up. China's been flexing its muscles with major military drills around Taiwan, simulating attacks. These drills tend to ramp up whenever Taiwan's leaders do something that China deems too pro-independence. It's like a geopolitical game of cat and mouse. But here's where it gets even more complicated. The U.S. The U.S. follows a one-China policy but keeps unofficial ties with Taiwan. They also supply Taiwan with defensive weapons. Historically, the U.S. has been ambiguous about whether they'd intervene in a Chinese invasion, but there's been a shift towards a more explicit defense commitment recently. This tangled web of relations just adds more fuel to the fire. Why is Taiwan so important anyway? For starters, it's in a prime geopolitical spot, nestled between the East China Sea and the South China Sea. It's a crucial hub for global trade and naval security. Plus, Taiwan is a powerhouse in semiconductor manufacturing. Think of all the tech and military hardware that relies on those tiny chips. But let's not underestimate the invasion challenges China would face. The Taiwan Strait is no joke, it's wide and the waters are rough. This makes a naval invasion logistically tough. Plus, the weather conditions limit invasion windows, giving Taiwan time to bolster its defenses. Transporting troops and equipment across would be a massive undertaking. China's been preparing though. They've developed amphibious bridge barges and are stockpiling gold to brace for potential Western sanctions. Some experts believe China aims to be ready by 2027 or 2049, but others think they might act sooner to exploit global instability. So, what would an invasion look like? Picture a massive sudden attack using traditional weaponry and drones. The US is already developing counter-drone strategies anticipating this kind of move. A conflict here would be devastating, especially since it could escalate between nuclear powers like the US and China. China significantly outspends Taiwan on military resources, but the US has a commitment to provide Taiwan with defensive arms, making involvement likely. Expert opinions are split. Some say China's decision on using force hinges on the perceived US support for Taiwan's independence. A more hawkish US stance could provoke China, while others think China's main goal is deterrence, rather than full-scale war. Some experts believe a full-scale invasion is unlikely in the near term unless something drastic happens, like a US signal of non-intervention, or Taiwan declaring independence. So, will China invade Taiwan? It's a complex and evolving situation that we'll be watching closely. Stay tuned for more updates and insights. This is AI Viral, signing off.